you're new here, I'm Jasmine Lyra. I do things all mental health, meditation, and beauty. And so this week I was doing, it's my last week in my 20s, so I was doing a couple of videos of just releasing that and really going into the shift with accepting wisdom and age and just embracing what my 30s will have for me. I'm excited because I do feel like it was like my buffer from childhood to adulthood, and I had a lot of things to heal from to where it got me here today to just record and journal. And sometimes my journals look like this. So I'm no longer, I'm being very vulnerable with posting them and kind of getting out of that imposter syndrome. So let's get into it. So I'm not really going anywhere today, and so I'm staring off camera because I'm looking into the mirror. But I was like, let me just knock two birds out with one stone and get this recorded, because I had made it a goal to post every day, and I've been doing that. So I just want to be consistent. This morning I woke up kind of not feeling it. Just not feeling it, but just tired and not knowing like what to post and what to journal. Like, I feel like my journals today were just a lot about the shift and being excited to where I'm not being still enough to really hear that inner voice. But as I was scrolling through like social media earlier, a lot of it was about, and I'm sorry, most of when I'm on social media will be like confirmations for me. I wet my beauty sponge. But it was a lot of confirmation for me. I'm using the Color Correctum Serum Moisturizer and Primer CoverGirl. I like that because, again, my discoloration has gotten just, I was not really having a skincare routine. I just got used to washing my face, going to bed, not using moisture, and not really doing much. And I used to be really into skincare, being a hairdresser. So that's why I posted what I posted yesterday without more of the get ready with me chit chat. I don't want to, my voice is really soothing, and I don't want to like bore you guys with all the meditations. I kind of like doing videos like this in between of just getting to know me getting to know who's here and watching and all that. And then I still go in, like, these color correctors are a must, because it just, through my makeup, I've just been so insecure about just the dark spots. And so I definitely want to eventually go see a dermatologist, because I just ordered my tretinoin off of like an app because I don't feel like seeing the doctor. And usually I don't do a full face of makeup like this. Going with the Fenty tint in the shade Eavesdrop 12. It's just a blurring skin tint before. And so where was I at? I'm sorry, my ADHD is gonna go all over the place. So you can mute me if you just want to be here for the makeup. But I haven't been really doing anything, and I noticed even just in my 30s, I want to wake up and make a goal to, and recording this is making me more accountable, because I want to wake up and I want to feel pretty, and I do feel pretty when I wake up, and not do a full face like this, full flesh face, but I like just some mascara. The more I practice my makeup skills, the more I start going natural and seeing what works for me. But when I take time off, it's like I forgot everything I've learned with blending. So this is helping me be accountable into getting back into the beauty industry more, because I was a hairdresser for almost 12 years. And that was the best time. I had the best boss. I had the best friends, relationships in that era. It really taught me a lot in my 20s. And so that's why we're here. That's my get ready, and my chit chat is to talk about my 20s and my shift into my 30s and what my 20s have taught me. So let me pause here. So my 20s, what my 20s have taught me. Oh, wow, where should I start? No, I feel my journey was a little bit different than the 20-year-olds now. So that's why I'm kind of treading carefully of what to tell and what to share, because I don't want to offend anyone. So let me just start out by saying my life was a little bit different. I had my son, he's now 9. I had him at 20. So I've made a lot of parenting mistakes with not giving all the first time. I have 2 little ones, 2 under 2, that have just a totally different upbringing because I'm married now. I was single with my firstborn, so I had to ask for a lot of help. He had to go to daycare. He had to come to work with me, you know. So now being home, I think I overcompensate that, like, but we're having the best time. I'm having the best time learning who he's becoming. I'm having the best time going into his shifts as well. And I just put the e.l.f. lip scrub. So a lot of my 20s taught me a lot about my parenting now, going into my 30s. Well, you know, in my late 20s I've learned this, but take what's for you, leave what's not. I feel marriage being, you know, not a lot of 20-year-olds are married. So again, my journey is a little bit different. So that's for anybody who's new here and kind of wants to know the background. I got married at 24, we eloped. And I learned a lot about myself through my marriage and how I treated my husband, which, if you go to my podcast or if you follow me, was toxic for me, not him. He's had a healthy upbringing, healthy mom and dad, healthy siblings, which we all have our things about us, but for the most part, they had a solid foundation of going to church, of just being a family, being safe. And so I love that about my in-laws. I really do. That taught me as well, is just having them and seeing their dynamic and how just the siblings are and how to have a healthy relationship with siblings. Because me and my brother aren't, you know, we weren't taught to be healthy. We were taught to like fight each other and be against each other and choose and pick. And I think that had a lot to do with why I'm no contact with him today. But I have no regrets on that. It hurts. Don't get me wrong, it hurts when you go no contact with your sibling, with your mom. For those of you who are new, I'm no contact clearly with them. And it hurts, but I just feel you have to keep moving. I get one life. For those of you who are new, if you check out my podcast intro and trailer and just a couple of episodes that were from the past. And if you're new here, my children always, they don't let me live, no. But I won't stay on that too long. It was just for the new subscribers that are here. I do still talk about that as my form of healing. As I was able to speak up about my sexual assault and became comfortable with that being my history and what I had to heal from, I've found other women that have went through the same thing, and I now fully embrace being an advocate and it being normalized that we talk about our assaults, that we talk about the people who did them, and I'm embracing that. But where I'm at now in life is just one day at a time. And I think that I've made my circle small enough to embrace the healing that I need to continue to do. Because although I've been no contact with my mom for 4 years, I'm not used to it. I'm not happy about it. I hate that I have situations where I want to call on a mother figure, but I know she can't be that for me right now. Not to say she can't be in the future. But for now, I have to just be the parent to my children. And put this up here. Be the parent to my child, to my children. And just give them the best life that I have always wanted, with tools that I was taught, but also tools that I've learned along the way. That's therapy, that's embracing mental health, that's embracing what happened to me, embracing all the parts of me, and meet people along the way. So I'm at a place where I'm trying to embrace sharing that with random people online. But I have met some amazing women. I have. There's so many of us trying to heal, trying to make passive income, trying to just live in the inheritance that we were ordained to have. So my 20s have taught me and continue to teach me. Well, no. My 20s have taught me that something was wrong with me. My 20s taught me something was wrong. My 20s taught me about healing. My 20s taught me about affirmations. My 20s taught me about wanting to know the other person inside of me. The 20s has taught me some cringing things about myself and how I should rewire a lot of things about myself. The 20s has taught me boundaries, what I'm willing to say yes and no to. My 20s have taught me how to be a wife and how to really learn a man's love language. Although there's the 5 love language like books and stuff, it goes deeper with like reading your partner and going through all the seasons of their emotions. That was our hardest trial. Because when I say I was toxic, I'm just so glad, like I said, I didn't manifest him leaving me and that he stuck through it. Because wow, was I taught some toxic behavior. Wow. And wow. That's all I can say. I've learned, my 20s have taught me that friendships, even long-term ones, you can adjust boundaries to. You can learn to speak up. My 20s taught me that it's okay to be still. My late 20s. Maybe that's where I should start. And this is, again, I kind of went this week. It wasn't like a last week goal. It was like this week. My goal is to I love freckles so much. So I'm using Freck OG. You're supposed to let it dry a little and then tap it on your face. But I left it on too long, so I'm gonna go back over with my I don't want it too noticeable either. My 20s taught me about fear and emotion, and my 20s taught me therapy. My 20s taught me that I have the power to make decisions surrounding my internal compass. And what I mean by that is I literally drew a circle of everyone I knew in my life, and I set boundaries. I put what And I'm sorry, I had to switch to the voiceover because both of my kiddos had woke up and seem to talk louder when I do. So I'm just going to finish it off with the products I used and do some more things that my 20s taught me tomorrow for tomorrow's video. But I just go in with the Hourglass blush and the Juvia's Place lip liner and the color Espresso. And I follow it
by doing my undertone of red plum, I believe, with Charlie Tisbury, and I finish it off with the Kylie Jenner nude lip. And that is pretty much it, guys. Like I said, I have nowhere to go today. I just wanted to show some of the stuff I learned in hair school and through friends, and wanted to just feel cute today. So enjoy.